Warframe's PAX East dev stream just finished, and I'm going to give you guys a speedy rundown on everything they showed. Starting with the next upcoming Sir update on May 21st, we are getting our next Prime Warframe, that being Ureli Prime. She will be coming with the Compressor and the Daiku Prime. We have been waiting on that weapon for years, as well as a Prime Sundana, a Prime Roomba I believe, and Ureli Prime just looks absolutely fantastic. Very much looking forward to this. But that is not the only thing we're getting with this update. The Curlevo Deluxe skin that has been shown off in a previous dev stream will also be arriving with that same update. The next rather large Warframe update will be coming in June, and it is called Islew Weaver. They didn't show too much of the specifics as to how the game mode works, but basically we've got a new Deviri game mode in which you'll be playing as your Warframe in Deviri instead of your operator. And the main focus lore-wise is around Nessie or Rusalka. They spoke more about the lore and the story as to what's going on here. Not much gameplay was really shown, but basically there'll be a clan-focused LTM game mode kind of in Deviri. You can see with its little spider tendrils, which is the perfect segue to talk about that this update is bringing the Spider Warframe, which has been the talk of the town for a while now, courtesy of Steve. The Spider Warframe is called Araxia, and she, at the moment, in terms of her reveals and her appearance, she has a unique animation set that has to do with her abilities, where she sprawls out, I believe, 4 total spider-like legs, and she can apparently latch and walk on walls, which sounds like it's going to be really fun. And then they also showed off the animation for her secondary weapon, which is kind of Spider-Man inspired with the animation. This frame looks stunning visually. She's come with an armor set as well, I believe a melee weapon, and goddamn bro, she just looks awesome. Cannot wait for her. As for deluxe skins coming in the Islew Weaver update, we are getting the Citrine Deluxe. They showed it off in-game for the first time, and it is coming with a heavy scythe skin and a Signa. The skin looks incredible. Can't wait to use Citrine with a skin that actually looks good for once. And then it's also coming with an operation around the update, in which the operation of course will be time limited, but the node will stay there permanently, and you can get cosmetics from this operation as well as pathos clamps. In Islew Weaver we also will be getting some new player experience changes. The previously shown Vor rework is coming with this update, so that will be finished hopefully. There's some specific enemy type changes coming as well, maybe nerfs I'm assuming. The Ballista for example with a sniper lock-on. There's a Junction rework, a Rhino cost rework, I'm assuming making him even more accessible to newer players. Adjustments to railjack difficulty, quality of life in the sense that you can now pick up plants instead of having to scan them, and arbitrations unlocked in Junctions. For all you lore enthusiasts, there are more Kim proto-frame conversations coming for the original Hex frames, and then we've also got some more cosmetics coming for operator hair. This hair includes Flare, Minerva, Velmir and Kaya's hair. 4 new augments including Curlevo, Caliban, Citrine and Jade, and then kind of a melee slam rework, which is essentially just a nerf. But I'll be honest, the melee slam rework doesn't sound too bad. Essentially, the distance in which your slam is going to hit enemies is going to scale from how high you engage the slam. So if you just jump up a little bit and slam the ground, you'll do a very short range slam. But if you jump up really high with a bullet jump and slam down, the range of the slam will be much larger, and even larger than the current maximum range of slams. However, there is a little bit of a nerf. There's a bug currently with the Naira mod set and the slam damage, where it was double applying, basically giving a bonus damage buff to the base damage of the weapons. That is now being fixed, but you're getting plus 150 damage for compensation. So this is still going to be a good mod set. Won't be as powerful. Pablo even said that in some instances it may be more powerful if you stack it with a lot of base melee damage, but I have to wait and see. This is a really good rework. Makes sense that they've nerfed it. Next up, coming in the Islew Weaver update, we have a Valkyia rework at long last. Valkyia will obtain a new passive, her old one will be gone, and this passive is a meter on the right hand side of your screen, in which meleeing and killing enemies will build up a damage multiplier for your melee attacks, and it also has synergy with your ult. Her first ability, Ripline, is now way more effective at mobility. It's faster, it sends you further, it's less clunky, and it can now group up enemies as well, so it's a nice little grouping tool. Her second ability, Warcry, can now be casted while moving. It can be recasted whilst it's active, and it works within affinity range of your teammates, and they can also have the buff reapplied by re-entering or exiting the radius of the buff. This also has synergy with the ult, which we'll get onto in a moment. Her third ability, Paralysis, no longer requires a shield to be cast, and instead debuffs enemies, kind of like marks them. They'll be slowed down, and the mark also means they take increased melee damage, so it's a melee damage debuff. And then the big change, of course, coming to her ult in Hysteria. It no longer makes you completely invincible. Instead, you become immune to status, you gain increased health and armor at base, coming with this rework as well. The Warcry armor buff is tripled in Hysteria, and your passive also prevents death upon a certain percent threshold that you reach, which they haven't decided on what that threshold is yet, but basically you're going to be able to cheat death with your passive when combining with your ult, and Hysteria still heals you when you melee enemies. And they also said that this ability is gaining increased range and more damage at the same time as well. And then even more damage is coming in the form of melee multipliers from the combos, so instead of only gaining those big melee combo multipliers from the slide attacks, you're also gaining them from her combos now, which have also had significant improvements to their fluidity and mobility. So yeah, Valkyia is looking really solid overall. I think she might be like less power creep if we're thinking about it, right? You're not going to be taking her to level cap maybe as much. I'm sure somebody will figure out a build to make it work. But instead of it just being the one-shot slide attack invincibly Warframe, now she's a really well-rounded brawler. I'm looking forward to this. I think it's going to be really good. She already does a shit ton of damage, and now she's just going to do so much more and be more versatile. It's like a great rework to me. And finally, for the big content additions, we got 2 new heirloom skins announced. One of them, I believe, is coming with the Islew Weaver update, and the second one is coming, I think they said next year? Sounds pretty far away to me, but the first one that is coming with Islew Weaver is Valkyria's heirloom, which was fan made, by the way, and so is the next one we'll talk about. The skin looks absolutely stunning. Like, bro, they know what they're doing with these skins, man. They've got this specific aesthetic they're going with this flowing energy. They put it right on the lower end of the frame. This is Ember Heirloom all over again. Valkyia looks kind of like a female Black Panther here. It looks absolutely incredible. Can't wait for this skin. The second heirloom we didn't get to see in game because it's only been a concept right now. The heirloom after this, which is releasing much later, is Vobin's heirloom, which is also fan made and will have a jacket that is reminiscent of Vobin that can be toggled on and off. So you can either go with the muscular look that you can see on the right side, or you can have the jacket on and rock the drip. This skin looks amazing as well. Can't wait to see it in game. Just 2 more incredible cosmetics. The heirloom system is great now, of course, and I'm really looking forward to this. That's going to do it for my very quick overview of the most recent dev stream. Hope you guys found it useful when it summarized everything efficiently for you. If you did, feel free to like and subscribe. We're about to hit 10k subs on this channel right as I post this video probably. Appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for the support. You guys are the best. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good day.